Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Let's start in few minutes, okay? We'll wait for someone offline. I think Danya. 1 second.
Unmute. No voice. Only your face.
Sorry, I am back. Okay. Shall we start now? Yeah, let's start. Can we start with the Guru Shlokam? Chant the Guru Shlokam. Chant. Shruti. Smriti. Chant. Father. Shankaram. Loka Shankaram. Yo Nityam. Achyuta Padambuja. Kids online, you can also chant. Unmute and chant. Achyuta Padambuja. Marukma. Yamodas. Taditarani. Vinayameni. Asmat. Gurur. Bhagavatosya. Dayeka Sanyoho. Ramanujasya Charanau. Sharanam Prapatye. Ramanuja Dayapatram. Next. Bhushanam. Very good. Next. Very good. Vedanta. Very good. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत
निवासादि
श्रीवास आदि गौरव दत्त वृंद
वेरी गुड। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्ण हरे
हरे राम
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Shall we start singing now? Who wants to sing Radhe Radhe? Radhe Radhe Govinda.
माता जी
हाँ, sing Radhe. Shall we start?
राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद वृंदावन चंद वृंदावन चंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद नंद कुमार नवनीत छोरा राधे गोविंद नंद कुमार नवनीत छोरा राधे गोविंद वृंदावन चंद वृंदावन चंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद यशोद बाल यदुकुल तिलक राधे गोविंद यशोद बाल यदुकुल तिलक राधे गोविंद वृंदावन चंद्र वृंदावन चंद्र अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद पुराण पुरुष पुण्य श्लोक राधे गोविंद पुराण पुरुष पुण्य श्लोक राधे गोविंद वृंदावन चंद्र वृंदावन चंद्र अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद पंडरीनाथ पांडुरंग राधे गोविंद पंडरीनाथ पांडुरंग राधे गोविंद वृंदावन चंद्र वृंदावन चंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद जय जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल राधे गोविंद जय जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल राधे गोविंद वृंदावन चंद्र वृंदावन चंद्र
अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे
राधे गोविंद राधे 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 राधे
राधे
गोविंद
गोविंद
राधे 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 राधे
राधे
गोविंद
गोविंद
वृंदावन
वृंदावन
चंद्र
चंद्र
वृंदावन चंद्र अनाथनाथ दीन
आधीन
बंधु
बंधु
राधे
राधे
गोविंद
गोविंद
अनाथनाथ दीन
आधीन बंधु
राधे
राधे
गोविंद
गोविंद
पुराण पुण्य श्लोक राधे गोविंद पुराण पुण्य श्लोक
राधे
राधे
गोविंद
गोविंद
वृंदावन चंद्र अनाथनाथ आधीन बंधु राधे गोविंद
राधे गोविंद अनाथनाथ दीना बंधु राधे गोविंद पंदरनाथ पांडुरंग राधे गोविंद पंदरनाथ पांडुरंग राधे गोविंद वृंदावन चंद वृंदावन चंद अनाथनाथ दीना बंधु राधे गोविंद अनाथनाथ दीना बंधु राधे गोविंद जय जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल राधे गोविंद जय जय विठ्ठल जय हरि विठ्ठल राधे गोविंद वृंदावन चंद
अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद
अनाथनाथ दीन बंधु राधे गोविंद
अच्छा
राधे राधे
वृंदावन बिहारी बिहारी लाल की जय।
गोविंद
ओके Now, do you want to sing Atma Rama? Will you sing, Anirudh? Huh? You sing Atma Rama? Okay. Now Anirudh will sing Atma Rama. Then yeah, you also sing. अच्युत केशव हरि नारायण अच्युत केशव हरि नारायण Okay, very good. Now, okay, we'll learn Vanamali Vasudeva, right? We learned the class. I'll sing again, you can repeat. To next class, you can try Vanamali Vasudeva on your own, okay? Vanamali Vasudeva, Vanamali Vasudeva, Sarasi Janayana, Can you sing on your own? Wait, online kids, 1 second. You know to sing on your own? Sing song? Okay, sing then. You can continue. Sasivadana Sarasi Janayana Jaganmohana Radha Sasivadana Sarasi Janayana Jaganmohana Radha Kannani Sasivadana Jaganmohana Sarasi Janayana Jaganmohana Fast beat Vanamali Vasudeva Sarasi Janayana Music busy like this. Radharamana 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 Sing it fast. Radharamana Radharamana Okay, very good. Last class, what story did we see? Please, Panduranga. Who is Panduranga? Krishna is Panduranga. Okay. What is the other name of Panduranga? Vittala Panduranga. Vittala, what does Vittala mean?
Who stands
He is standing upon the brick is called as Vittala. Right? Why did Vittala, why did Panduranga, why did Krishna stand on a brick?
Serves his parents tell that Krishna to wait for some time.
Right. What is that boy's name who serves his parents? Pundarika. Pundarika is the boy who served his parents and he asked Krishna to wait. So Krishna was waiting on a brick and he gained the name Vittala. Who did Krishna wait with? Like this. Who did he wait with? Who accompanied Krishna? Who is Krishna's wife? Rukmini Tayar. Rukma Bhai, right? Rukmini Tayar accompanied Krishna. Both of them came and Krishna stood on the rock as Vittala. Vittala and Rukma Bhai Tayar, which is Rukmini Devi. Right? And we call him Panduranga. So this is story of Panduranga and Vittala. Okay. Now, before that, when we were seeing Dasavadaram story, where did we stop? Anyone online? Where did we stop, Kanna? Which was the last avataram that we saw?
Buddha.
Buddhu. Who's Buddhu?
Narsimha Avataram.
Narasimha Avataram. Who was the devotee of Narasimha Swami? Prahalada. Okay. What are all these avatarams that we have seen? We have seen Matsya,
Purma,
Varaha.
Parshura.
We have seen only till Narasimha. Who comes after Narasimha? After Narasimha Avataram, what Avataram comes? We have to see about Vamana Avataram. Right? Vamana Avataram is the next Avataram we are going to see. So where does Vamana Avataram start from? It starts from Prahalada. So Prahalada was saved by Narasimha Swami. And who was killed? Rakshasa. Who was the Rakshasa?
Hiranyakashipu.
Hiranyakashipu was killed by Narayana. He was punished. Hiranyakashipu was killed and then Prahalada was saved. Now what happened? Prahalada became a big boy. He was always a devotee of Krishna. He served Krishna. He made a lot of people as Krishna devotees. And then Prahalada Swami had a son. And the son's name was Virochana. Right? The son's name was Virochana. Now, then time went by. Virochana was a little boy, but Virochana was also a Rakshasa. He was also a bad boy like Hiranyakashipu. Prahalada Swami, who was Hiranyakashipu's son, was a Krishna devotee. He was a Krishna devotee. But Prahalada Swami's son was Virochana, who was not a good guy. So who is good now? What is the name of Prahalada Swami's son? Virochana. Virochana was not a good guy. He was a bad guy. Who was Prahalada Swami's father? Hiranyakashipu was good or bad? Bad. So Hiranyakashipu was bad. Then Prahalada Swami came. Prahalada Swami was a good man. He was a Krishna devotee. He was Narayana devotee. And then again came Virochana, who was again bad. Isn't this very weird? Father is bad, son is good. Then again his son is bad. Is it possible? What do you think? Is it possible to have a bad father and a good son, and a good father and a bad son? You don't think? No, not possible. Huh? It is possible. See, the way we take birth on this earth, right? We have n number of janmas. Our Shastram says that before becoming human beings, every Atman has 84 lakh janmas. We have gone through many physical bodies and we have come here as humans. Who knows? I might have been a giraffe in last janma. No one knows. I might have been a snake also. We never know what we were in the previous janma. So our Shastram says that every Atman. So what is real? Atman is real, right? This physical body will perish. When will it perish? When we become old, we die. Some people, very unfortunately, they die even before they becoming old. It's because of karma. Everyone has their own karma. And then what happens? What in our culture, what they do when a person passes away, when the person dies, what happens? Huh? They'll cry, okay. What happens to the physical body? They'll burn, right? The chitta they will do, and they will burn the body down to ashes in our culture, right? And the physical body, which is mundane, is gone. Mundane in the sense it's not permanent. Only till you die, you have this body, no? Even this body now, Anirudh is a small boy. Will he remain the small boy always? You'll grow up, no? You want to grow up or not? Yes or no? You want to grow up. Everyone wants to grow up, right? So when you grow up, you will not remain small. Your hands will become big, no? Then this is not permanent, right? Even while you're living, this body is not permanent. And then what happens when you pass away, when you die? The body is burnt. Everyone's body is burnt. In some other religion, some people bury the body, right? They follow different procedures. In our culture, in our Sanatana Dharma culture, the body is burned down into ashes. But there is something which is permanent, which remains. What is that? It's Atman. It's our Atman. It's called as inner conscience. Your mind, your Atman, which is always associated with Narayana, which is a part of the Parabrahman, right? It always remains. It's always permanent. So it, I have my own Atman inside this physical body. Similarly, Danya has her own Atman. Gaurav has her own Atman. Tanish has his own Atma. So everyone has their own Atman inside this physical body, which is permanent, that doesn't perish. But this physical body perishes. So what happens whenever a person passes away? Our Shastra says that this Atman, no, it takes 84 lakh janmas before it goes and combines with the Lord. But before you go and reach Krishna, before you merge with Krishna, before you reach Krishna, you have to pass through 84 lakh physical bodies before you meet Krishna. Right? So many janmas you have to take. In some janmas, you might be an animal, some janmas, you might be an insect, in some janmas, you might be a plant, so you might be anything. You pass through 84 lakh bodies before you reach Krishna. So, what happens? Every time you're there in a physical body, the karma gets accumulating. You do something bad, bad karma gets accumulated. You do something good, good karma gets accumulated. Sometimes you don't know that you're sitting on an ant, but you sit on ant gets killed. You are not doing intentionally, but that is bad karma. So it gets accumulated. So all these things happen. Based on your karma, whatever is accumulated, it that decides whether you become a good person or a bad person in the next. Right? Good person, bad person here means you're Bhakt of Krishna or you're not a Bhakt of Krishna. Right? So it is possible that the father is bad, but the son is good. Hiranyakashipu was a Rakshasa, but Prahalada was a devotee. Prahalada's son Virochana was a Rakshasa, but Virochana's son Bali Chakravarti was again a devotee of Krishna. So today we are going to see the story of Bali Chakravarti, which is basically the Vamana avatar. Right? Okay. Now, in Vamana Avataram, Krishna or Narayana comes as a little boy. He comes as a little boy. He's very short. Yes. He comes as a little boy and he's very short. He'll be only of, you know, mm, uh, maybe Danya's height. He was a very little boy. He comes as a little Brahmin boy in the Vamana Avataram. And when Narayana comes in Vamana Avataram, Narayana's mother, I think her name is Ratnamala. I'll check and confirm in the next class. So she does a lot of tapas to get Narayana as her son. See, Krishna himself comes as son of a particular mother. It's a big thing, no? It's a very proud thing for the mother. It's a very happy thing for the mother that Krishna himself is born. Right? So Narayana was born as Vamana to his mother. I think the mother's name is Ratnamala. I'll refer and confirm it. After a lot of tapas. So what happened? This Bali Chakravarti was a devotee of Krishna, but he had a lot of ego. He had a lot of See, self-confidence is essential, but overconfidence is dangerous. What do you think is overconfidence?
Exam, but he thinks that I was good for confident.
Very good. Overconfidence is very dangerous, right? Because if he feels I'll score 40 out of 40, and then he doesn't study, then he'll get less marks, right? So overconfidence is very dangerous. So an ego is even more dangerous. See, whenever you get something in life, you achieve something, you can be happy about it, but you can also feel proud about it. But you should always remember that whatever we have is Krishna's. If you have a talent, say you can sing very well, you can dance very well, talent in you is given by Krishna. It's Krishna's energy, Krishna's aura that we have, which has been given to us. That is what the Vibhuti Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita says. When we'll see the Vibhuti Yoga shlokas, we'll see that. So everything is from Krishna. We ourselves, we belong to Krishna, right? We ourselves, we belong to Krishna. We are his kids. We are his devotees. We and Krishna are one and the same. That's what Advaitam says. In our shloka, we say, right? Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara. Means a Bhakta of Krishna is not different from Krishna. Bhakta and the Krishna are the same. Shri Advaita Gadadara. Right? So we ourselves are Krishna's property, right? We belong to Krishna, isn't it? Yes or no? So the talent that we have, the things that we are achieving in our life, all the things that we have also belongs to Krishna. Right? So when you have achieved something, how can you have achieved it? You have worked hard for it. That's right. You can't achieve anything without working hard. So you have worked hard for it, but it is also possible only because of it's also possible only because of Krishna's grace. Right? He has blessed you, and so you're able to achieve it. So you should never be over proud that see I have done it, see I can do it, I'm a big guy because I have achieved this. You should not think like that, because what is the truth? The truth is that we're able to achieve because Krishna has given us the ability to do it, right? Krishna has helped us standing nearby that I'll help you do this. So everything is from him. Everything we have achieved is because he has helped us achieve it. It's not always like I. It's nothing about us. We ourselves are his property. We ourselves are Krishna's property. And what about achieving something? We can't say that I achieved it. We ourselves belong to Krishna. So Krishna's grace has helped us achieve it. So you should never be very, egoistic about I have done this. This is my property. But this Bali Maharaja is son of Virochana. Bali Maharaja is son of Virochana. Virochana is son of Prahalada. Virochana is son of Prahalada. And Prahalada is son of Hiranyakashipu, who is a Rakshasa. Prahalada is a devotee of Krishna. Prahalada's son Virochana is again a Rakshasa. But Bali Maharaja is again a devotee of Krishna. Though he is a devotee of Krishna, when Bali Maharaja achieved a lot of things, right? He became a king of a very large area. He like conquered almost the entire India, and he was a king of a large, realm. And then he had a lot of ego that see, I'm the king. I can do anything. Though he was devotee of Krishna, sometimes what happens when you achieve a lot of things, you think that I have done it because I'm capable, because I have worked hard. It's that you are capable, it's that you work hard. That is true. But it also that nothing happens without Krishna's grace. And even the capability, the ability, the talent that you have, it is from Krishna. You have to always keep that in mind. So you have to stay the same even when you achieve, even when you don't achieve. So what happens when you get less marks, no, in the exam, you should not cry. You should think that I'll work hard and do better in the next exam. At the same time, if you get very high marks like class, first class, second, also you should not jump, right? You better try to help people who are not getting like so many marks. You can be happy, but you should always have in mind that you have been able to do it because Krishna has blessed you, right? So Bali Maharaja, though he was devotee of Krishna, he didn't do that. Somehow he got very egoistic and he thought that everything is mine. I'm a great king. I can do anything. I can give anything to anyone. If someone comes to me asking for something, I can give them because I have got all the wealth. I have got everything. That ego was in his mind. Whenever a devotee gets ego, no, what happens? You get distanced from Krishna. Ego increases when you move away from Krishna, right? So what happens is you think I have done this. When you think that Krishna had helped me do it, then you recall Krishna, right? Every time you achieve something, you recall Krishna. You thank Krishna that you were able to do it. But when you have ego and you're thinking that I have done this, I have done this, I was able to do it, then you remember only yourself. You say that I. You remember I, but you don't remember Krishna. So what happens when you have ego? You start moving away from Krishna. And no devotee wants to move away from Krishna, right? We all want to move closer to Krishna. That's what we desire for. So, because Bali Maharaja was a devotee, and unfortunately he had a lot of ego and he was moving away from Krishna, Krishna decided, okay, I'll teach him a lesson. And Narayana came down as Vamana Avataram, a little boy. And then what happened? One day, this little boy, Narayana was Vamana, he came to meet the Bali Chakravarti. The Maharaja Bali he came to meet. Bali. Bali Chakravarti, he came to meet. And Vamana, Narayana, who is Vamana Avataram, he asked, you just give me 3 foot of land. So, generally in those days, what happens is when a Maharaja is there, people go and ask for gifts and all. If they want something, they ask the Maharaja. And the Maharajas give Dhanam and all that. They help the people. And because now Bali is very egoistic, right? He thinks that I can give anything that anyone wants. Anything you ask, I can give. He has that ego in his mind, right? So now Vamana or Narayana comes in Vamana Avataram and Narayana asks, Narayana is very small, right? What was the height of Narayana? It was in Vamana Avataram, it was very small. He was a little boy, yeah. He was a very little boy. So he asked, you give me 3 foot of land. What will be the size of Vamana's foot? That's all. Very small, right? Like your foot, very small. 3 foot of land means 1, 2, 3. That's all. Just 3 foot of land. மண்ணுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க நான் கால் வச்சு எடுத்த மண்ணு 3 அடியோட மண்ணு. That is what Vamana asked the Bali Chakravarti. Right? He asked, you give me the mud of 3 foots. Now, foot of Vamana is very small. Right? He's very short, he's very small. And Bali Maharaja was like, I am now giving a number of things to people, and you are asking for such a petty thing. I can give all these very easily. That's what Bali Maharaja thought. And he said, yeah, you can take just 3 foot of land, right? Like it's very less. You're a short little guy, the foot is only this much. How much will be just a 3 foot land will be very less. You just take it. Doesn't matter. It's a very small thing to me. That's what Bali Maharaja thought. Right? So what happened? Bali Maharaj said, take the land. Bali Maharaj said, just this much. Then Bali Maharaj said, take the land. Take whatever you want. Then Vamana is, who is Vamana? Who has come as Vamana? Krishna has come as Vamana. Narayana has come as Vamana. Then what did Narayana do? He started growing bigger in size, very tall, like that. Right? So show me, I show you. Like this. Right? He started growing immensely tall. The Vamana Avataram, the Narayana, started growing immensely tall. And he was growing without any restriction at all. He was just growing. And at one point, Narayana grew so much bigger, so much taller that his 1 foot, if he keeps on the land, the entire earth gets covered. He became so big that the entire earth was covered in 1 foot. So he became so big, the entire earth was covered in 1 foot. But what did he ask for? 3 foots he asked for. But Earth is already, Earth is covered in 1 foot only. Right? Then where to keep the next foot? He kept in the space. So 1 foot he kept on the earth, the other foot he kept on the space. Vanam. The entire space was covered in the second foot. So now earth is covered in the first foot. And the entire space was covered in the second foot. Then what else? 1 more foot he asked for, no? Where will he keep the third foot? All the space is gone. The entire earth is also covered and the entire sky is also covered. The space is also covered. Land is completely covered in the first foot. Space or sky is completely covered in the second foot. Now this water is present on the land only. No, that is also covered in the first foot only. The entire earth has been covered in the first foot, right? All the planets covered in space. The entire space is covered in second foot. Narayana has grown so big. Space the full of all planets, all universe, entirely it's covered in second foot. Then, but what did he ask Bali Maharaja? He asked, "You give me 3, only 2." He has kept and 2 covered everything. No, he asked then Bali Maharaja that you said that you give me 3 foot land. No, in 2 itself everything is covered. So what will you do now? Now Bali Maharaja understood that. Now Bali Maharaja understood that who has come as Vamana? Krishna himself has come as Vamana. Narayana has come as Vamana. Bali Maharaja understood this is not a little Brahman boy. This is not a little Brahman boy, short little Brahman boy. Narayana himself has come as Vamana. Narayana himself has come as this little boy. Bali Maharaja understood that and he has understood what mistake he committed. He had that ego. He had that pride that I am the big one. I can give anyone anything. Now he understood that pride was wrong because no one is bigger than Narayana. We himself are Narayana's babies, Narayana's properties, right? So no one is bigger than him. We are nothing, actually. So Bali Maharaja understood that he is wrong, his ego is wrong, his pride was quelled by Narayana. And then he said he understood that he has made a mistake, and then he bowed down like this and he said, "The third foot to keep it on my head." To quell the ego of Bali Chakravarti. He understood that I have did wrong. So he realized his mistake and he bowed down and he said, "The third foot, you keep it on my head." So what Narayana did, the third foot, he kept on Bali Chakravarti's head. So this way, his pride was quelled. Right? So now, that is Garudalvar. So what happened is Bali Chakravarti's pride was quelled and then Vamana written and this was the story of Vamana Avatar. What is the moral of the story?
Don't ever confidence or
Overconfidence.
You should not have ego. You should not have overconfidence. Whatever you do, you should always keep in mind that if I have a talent, that is from Krishna. If I am able to do something, that is because of Krishna's grace. If I have some capability, that's because of Krishna's grace. You should always have Krishna in mind. You're always associated with Krishna, and we are just dasas or the ones who do service to Krishna. Right? We are nothing big. We are basically Narayana's property. That's all. Okay. So that is the story of Vaman Avataram, that is the story of Bali Chakravarti and the lineage. We saw Hiranyakashipu who was bad. Then we saw Prahalada, Virochana, then Bali. So a bad father can have a good son, a bad mother can have a good daughter, a good daughter can have a bad mother. It can be any combination. How a person is, where they are born, right? In which household they are born, what kind of phase you are getting, what opportunities you're getting. Everything is based on your karma. So what do you do to get out of this karma? Just take his name. Just be a devotee of Krishna. Whenever you have some time, take his name. See, doing this bhajan is, it's nice, na? The songs are very nice. Vanamadeva Sudeva Manamohana Radha Ramana. Isn't it very good? When we sing together, it's very sweet, no? When we sing together, it sounds really good. So whenever you have some time, just sing the song. Radhe 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 Govinda Randhavana Chanda. Sing the song. When you're singing the song, what are you doing? You're saying Radhe Radhe Radhe. You're taking Radharani's name. You're taking Krishna's name. So keep taking Krishna's name, and that's enough. Karma keeps accumulating. We can't do anything about that. But Krishna will take care of us. And will be associated with Krishna. We keep taking Krishna's name. See, if you see people who are doing a lot of these bhajans and who are into bhakti, right? They won't be sad at all. They'll be normal. They'll always be happy because they're always associated with Krishna. Because they keep taking Krishna's name, and Krishna's name brings a lot of joy. Right? So just take Krishna's name and forget about other things. Always keep in mind that if you have a talent, if you're able to do something, if you have a good life, it's because of Krishna's grace. It's also because of your hard work, but to be able to do hard work is because of Krishna's grace. Right? So that you should always keep in mind. Right. Okay. This is the story for today. Next class, we'll start with Parashurama Avataram. See, next class onwards, I'll tell you from Parashurama Avataram onwards, Parashurama, Rama, Krishna, all the stories are connected. So ensure you come for every class, don't miss any class. All the stories are connected. Because Parashurama, right? Parashurama will come in Rama Avataram also, and Parashurama comes in Krishna Avataram also. He is one who lives for a very long time. Right? So Parashurama comes in Rama Avataram also and Krishna Avataram also. So we'll see the Parashurama Avataram story next class. And with the Parashurama Avataram story, the Ramayana also starts. So almost Ramayana will be starting the next class, and Ramayana is going to go for n number of classes. It's a big story, episode by episode we'll see. Okay. So from next class, we'll start the most important story of Ramayana. Ramayana is the most important itihasam, most important piece of text for our country, for our culture. That is last. So if you get any doubt in any Vedam, so you saw so many people chanting Vedam today, was it good? The chanting synchronously, it was nice, huh? So they say that even if someone gets a doubt in Vedam, they have to refer Ramayana. Ramayana is the itihasam, which is the pramanam, which is the most important text our country has ever had. So that will start from the next class. Start with Parashurama Avataram. Now we'll say the shlokas alone and then we'll conclude. Kalkataram we'll see last. There are a lot of stories before we go to Kalki Avataram. Okay. Now can you say? Now can you say the shlokas? What shloka will you say when you get up in the morning? Karagre. Karamadhye Saraswati. Prabhate Karadarshanam. Prajapate. Sharirastu. Bojayate Harihi. What will you say before going to sleep?
परमात्मने गणककेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमः।
Oh, Namaha. Very good. Okay. Now can we'll sing Margari Tingal once and then we'll leave. Okay. Margari Tingal once. can repeat after me. You can repeat after me, Kanna. Everyone can repeat after me. Margari Tingal. மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாளால் மார்கழி திங்கள் மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாளால் நீராட போதுவீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழையீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழையீர் சீர்மல்குமார் பாடே சிறுமீர்கால் கூர்வே கொடுந்தொழிலன் நந்தகோபன் குமரன் ஏராத்த கண்ணி யசோதை இளஞ்சிங்கம் கார்மேலி செங்கன் கதிர்மதியம் போல் முகத்தான் நாராயணனே நமக்கே பறை தருவாய் நாராயணனே நமக்கே பறை தருவாய் நமக்கே பறை தருவாய் பாரோர் புகழ பணிந்தேலோரும் பாவாய். Okay, shall we quickly see the meaning of Margari Tingal? Right. See, because if you know that, only if you know the meaning, you can enjoy the song. No. See, Margari Tingal means a good day in the month of Margari. When is the Margari month?
December half.
Very good. December half to January half is Margari month. Margari Tingal means the Monday or fine day of month of Margari. Which means it's an auspicious day. Why is it auspicious? Why is Margari auspicious? Exactly. And also, Margari season, Margari month is the month of Bhakti. So it's the month of Bhakti where you have to live in the Bhakti of Krishna, right? So every fine day of the month of Margari is very auspicious. That's what is said as Margari Tingal. It's like every fine day of Margari, Madhini Rendananalan is a very auspicious day, right? It's like that. நீராட போதுவே போதுமினோ நேரிழை, which means every morning you get up early in the morning in Brahma Muhurtam, you take a nice bath and then you go and visit Krishna, visit the temple, pray Krishna and sing Tirupavai, right? நீராட போதுவீர் போதுமினோ நேரிழை சீர்மல்குமாய் பாடி. You have to sing. Padi, sing. சீர்மல்குமாய் பாடி. What do you sing? Tirupavai. சீர்மல்குமாய் பாடி செல்வச் சிறுவீர்கள். Will you sing alone?
With our friends.
You have to gather everyone. You should not go to go and meet Krishna alone, right? You gather everyone and go as a group. See, Malgumar Padi, Selvachiravega, Kurvel Kodantolilan, Nanda Gopan Kumaran. Do anyone know who's like what is the father's name of Krishna? Nandagopal, right? So, Yashoda's mother's name and father's name is Nandagopal. So Nandagopal, what he used to do, because when Krishna was very young, a little baby, Kamsa was Krishna's mama. We'll see the entire story. But Kamsa used to send a lot of Rakshasas to kill Krishna. And Nandagopa, who was Krishna's father, tried to save him. So he'll always have a weapon in his hand and he always protected Krishna. He'll always have the weapon ready so that if any Rakshas come, he want to attack so that Krishna is protected. So, Kurvel Koduntholilan, the one who sits with the weapon, Kurvel, weapon, Kurvel is the weapon, Koduntholilan is always ready with the weapon. Nandagopan Kumaran, one who is the son of Nandagopa, who always has the weapon ready to protect Krishna. Kurvel Koduntholilan, Nandagopan Kumaran. This is about Krishna, who is the son of Nandagopa, who is always ready with a weapon to protect Krishna from the Rakshasas. Yerandakandi, Yashodailanchingam. Krishna is like a little lion, who is the son of Yashoda, whose eyes is very beautiful. Andal is singing that Yerandakandi, Yashodailanchingam. He's saying you are Yashoda's little. Andal is saying, hey Krishna, you are Yashoda's little lion. And Yashoda, your mother, has a beautiful eyes. How does Andal know that Yashoda has beautiful eyes?
Because he is half Krishna.
Because Krishna has beautiful eyes, no? Then Krishna's mother will also have beautiful eyes. So Andal is saying Krishna has beautiful eyes. So Krishna's mother Yashoda should also have beautiful eyes. So Andal is saying, Yerandakandi Yashodailanchingam Karmeni Sengan Kadirmadiyam Pol Mugattan. What is the color of Krishna?
Blue, black.
Almost bluish black is Krishna's color. So Andal is saying Karmeni Sengan, one who has a dark, beautiful body. His skin is dark, no? So Andal is saying Karmeni Sengan Kadirmadiyam Pol Mugattan. But Krishna's face is very shiny. Once you look at him, you fall for him. His face is very shiny, very attractive. So she's comparing Krishna's face with the sun. The sun is very shining, right? You can't look at the sun directly, very shining. Similarly, she's saying Krishna's face is so shining as the sun itself. Karmeni Sengan Kadirvadiyam Pol Mugattan Narayanane. Who is Narayana? Krishna is Narayana, right? So she's calling Narayanane Namaste Parataruman. She's saying Krishna is the one who gives a lot of gifts to his devotees. Parai means gifts. What is the biggest gift that Krishna can give us?
And silence protect us from enemies.
Exactly. If Krishna takes you with him, right? To Vaikuntham, to Golokam, if Krishna takes you with him, that's the biggest gift he can give. The biggest gift he can give is moksha. So we'll see what is meant by moksham in the further classes. So you basically understand Krishna takes you along with him. He says that you need not suffer in this world. Right? So Narayanani Namake Parataruman. He's the one who can give that gift which no one else can give, right? Narayanani Namake Parataruman. Paror Pugada Padindelorim Pavan. Whenever you sing about Krishna, generally people praise you, no? Whenever you sing a good song, do people praise you or not? They say that you're singing very nicely. Right? That if you sing about Krishna, especially if they are devotees of Krishna, they are really happy. Right? That you're singing about Krishna. If you go and sing this bhajan, what are people saying? People But then you sang the bhajan in Srimati auntie's house, no? What did she say? Good. She said good. So whenever you sing about Krishna, people praise you. So Anna is saying, Paror Pugal. Whoever is seeing us, who are listening, they will praise us. Paror Pugal Padindelorim Pava. This is the first Tirpal. Right? We'll sing this again in the next class. Okay? Okay. That's all for today's class. We'll end it here. We'll meet in the next class. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Radhe Radhe Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Radhe Radhe.